eGregious games.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are playing a game that I've been looking forward to playing for a very, very long time. This game has been hyped up to me to the point where I don't even want to look into anything about this game. Because for a lot of games, before I jump in, I'll want to make sure there's no missables. I want to make sure I've got a build that won't screw me over halfway through the game. Every time I've even looked into anything regarding Disco Elysium, I just feel like I don't want to know anything. This sounds exactly up my alley in terms of narrative, choice-driven games. So, without further ado, I'm going to just jump into it. I'm going to be playing on controller today, as I tend to do. If I do encounter problems, I will probably just switch to keyboard and mouse. I used to do a lot of controller gaming only because of... Controller's not working. Casual can't even get a controller plugged in properly. Well, I am casual. Hey, and there we go. Now it's working. So I'm just going to jump right in. You've already got me won over. You've already won Game of the Year. Just making sure the Dende is all good. He's been a bit crazy lately. And I'm sure he'll be running in and out. But I can't hear him so well with these earphones in, so I gotta listen out for the little bastard. All right. So, okay, we're gonna have to create your own because clearly I'm somewhere between all of these, I think. Probably between these two. I'm certainly bad with people. Knows interesting facts. Hey, wanna hear 100 wacky and interesting anime facts? No. Sigh. Knows it comes up with original ideas. I think that describes me. I think I'm a creative. That's very psychological. What does that mean, psychological? We're all psychological, aren't we? A magnetic personality, but unstable. Might begin to lose his mind. I mean, some of that describes me. I've been described as a leader in the past. I'm not at the moment. Extremely physical. Interacts with the world through his body. I mean, yeah, like I got banned from the park because I was interacting with the world through my body. Gets things done, but dumb as a rock. Listen, I'm not going to brag. Okay. Right. Motorics. That's a very interesting name. Motorics. So, psych is emotional intelligence in the context of this game. So this is, if we're starting out a perfectly average build, this is where we're at. But, I like to play a bit of myself in these games, and I'll play. My weakest stat is dexterity in real life. Some would say I'm really fucking clumsy. I don't think I'm weak. Just been to the gym today. Probably around average, I would put that for now, at least. I like to think of myself as smart. I'm that kind of guy. I'm an edgy atheist, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put that lower. I don't know. Can I go? Oh, go even higher. Can we raise these stats through the course of the game, I wonder? I think we should try and do something funny. So maybe we'll go... Can it go even higher? No. 6 is the limit. Maybe that's not fun, though. Maybe being a super genius isn't actually that fun, and not necessarily the kind of character I want to play. Ah, fuck it. I do. I want to be the alcoholic writer type, right? Where I think I would have possibly slightly more emotional intelligence, and I'll put the dexterity down to 1. So I'm average in 2 stats. I'm terrible in one, and I'm great in another. That seems fun enough. I don't think there's necessarily a way to min-max this game. I don't want to min-max it. I just want to kind of roleplay, you know? So, let's just go with this. I have no idea what I'm doing. No idea any of the systems in this game. I read about them a while back, and then it all went from my head because I don't want to play the game that way. And if that gets me killed, so be it. This is all for entertainment at the end of the day. We are here to have fun, first and foremost. To engage in things. So, I clearly... So it's kind of like D&D, where I get a baseline in each skill from my associated stat, and then I get to put things... What the... I get to put things into this. So, set signature, it's asking. So, okay. Not sure what's going on here. Because it only seems to be letting me put one thing down. Okay, so that's... I just get to pick one. So let's have a look at these while we're at it. Logic. Wield raw intellectual power. Deduce the world with your atheism. Cool for analysts. Pure rationalists. Obviously logicians, babe. Urges you to analyze the living daylights out of the case. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with this. We get to be an alcoholic cop, an alcoholic detective. I love film noir. I love I loved LA noir. And I've been meaning to stream more detective and horror games in general. This isn't a horror game, but this scratches my detective taint. So, encyclopedia, 100 wacky anime facts. Rhetoric, makes sense. Drama. Okay, so, this allows us to lie and be melodramatic. May render you an insufferable thespian. So, interesting. You'll be very proud and thus susceptible to intellectual flattery. There are downsides to having these skills? That's... Oh, man. I've got such a fucking boner for this game. Blinded by your own brilliance. Well. Dende wants out. Yeah, Dende wants out. And I'm going to have to just take one earphone out so that I can still hear him running around. And he may show up. He may come on. Come on, Dende. Come on, Dende. He wanted out, but now he doesn't want to go out. He's like a cat. Come on, Dende. He's also been going crazy because I dropped some locusts in there today. So let's look at some of the downsides of these. I don't want to rush into this. I'm just having fun reading right now. I'm the guy that has fun reading. So makes you an insufferable thespian, kind of vain actor type. Conceptualization. This ain't D&D, buddy. We got the skill conceptualization. And Dende is off and about, skittering around my kitchen like a mad lad. Not the role of cop, but of art cop. It enables you to make fresh associations, to delve into world concepts from Jan Carb's postmodernist carperie to Revachel's arabesque architectural style Dederidada. See, these are words even I don't know. And the concept of hardcore, and then importantly to add your own contribution to these works. I still don't even know quite what this is. It's such a high concept skill. Visual calculus. Virtual crime scene models. Okay, this is some shit. I'm just gonna... Volition urges you to be a good guy. To others and to yourself enables you to resist temptation, being a ball between a pair of legs at the end of an iron barrel, which promises oblivion. I'm definitely not going to specialize in this skill. Makes you hyper sane. When you're about to get funky, it keeps you normal. So it's a bit boring, and that's certainly not what I'm going for. There's a reason I didn't max out Psyche. This is why I gotta be careful. Dende's like running around and then underneath me. He like loops back around to me. Like I'm his home base. I'm like security. Come on, Dende. Right, is there anything out here? Look at this beautiful fucking specimen. This creature, this beautiful animal. Aren't you just a perfect little creature? Alright then. You're free. I grant you freedom. He is already spun around the side of me. Hyperactive. So, Inland Empire. We get to this. I'm gonna have to take these skills one at a time because this is a hell of a fucking character creation screen. The unfiltered wellspring of imagination, emotion, and foreboding. So it's kind of like tapping into the weird in Apocalypse World, right? It's kind of like hyper empathy, although now empathy is this. This is more like traditional empathy with human beings, as opposed to the psychic madness of the world. Dende is currently scrabbling around and has jumped on my foot. Authority. He's gone mad. There's a hell of a time to stream, I tell you. Urges you to assert and reassert your dominance over those around you. It enables you to understand the power dynamics of groups of thugs, know how far you can push a perpetrator, and how to establish control of situations. Okay, I like that. And I like the downsides. Perceived slight could send you into knee-breaking mode. For God's sake. Go on. This bearded dragon is in mating season. He's just woken up from his long winter hibernation, and now he's just going fucking nuts all day. This dragon runs around my whole house. I love him. So, a spirit decor is the very spirit of policing, the Kopfgeist. It enables you to understand your blue-souled blood. Next. What's at high levels, you're the very heart of the police force, not only willing and able to oblige to take a bullet for your partner. I don't think that's necessarily a downside that they're describing. Unless, I don't know. Suggestion urges a soft power approach. If people think they want what you want, man, this game is so granular in the kinds of skill it gives you. It's just opening my mind to the possibilities of game design. It really is. So physique, endurance, your metabolism and circulatory system, and improves your health. Like if you knocks to the head, enjoy a greater quantity of drugs to shake off a few cardiac arrests. Pain threshold ignores damage so you can push on. Bloodied and crawling to the bitterest end. Physical instrument. It's not only your muscles and your skeleton, it's your ability to use them effectively. It enables you to do push-ups, sit-ups, knockout punches, and 360-degree spin kicks. The one-size-fits-all solution to thriving and surviving in a physical world. Electrochemistry is the animal within you, the beast longing to be unleashed. If you need to understand a chemical breakdown or talk to someone blasted out of their mind. This is crazy that this is a physical skill as opposed to a psyche skill. Sometimes these skills, they were clearly meant to be in another category, but they had too many for that one category. And this game seems very much like a game that wants to have a lot of psyche skills. Shivers comes when the temperature drops and you become more keenly aware of your surroundings and enables you to hear the city itself, to truly belong to the streets. It is a supernatural ability. Old wrongs play out in present time. Scenes across the city happen in front of you, but who is speaking to you? Okay, so this is straight up being psychic and having a psychic intuition of history from events or from objects and being able to see events. Kind of like how people can see ghosts of events happening in other games. Half-light. is your fight or flight response. It enables you to sense the way situations are about to turn. It injects palpable fear into your heart, fear that urges you to act before it's too late to act ever again, fear that makes you frighten others. It is the aggression that lets you squeeze every last drop of information out of a witness. Man. Maybe I'll go back and put another point into physical, because just some of these are incredible, and I think I'll have fun with those. But I'm going to keep reading what we've got first. So, hand-eye coordination. Loves the interactions between you and things that fly in the air. It enables you to catch coins from mob bosses. Nope. Perception. Nope. Reaction speed is the agility of your body. I've got not terrible reaction speed, but for the purposes of the game, we're going to be pretty not agile, which is another reason that I should probably boost my physique a bit to make up for it. Savoir-faire urges you to be better than you are. It urges you to be disco. Slip by others in summer and boxing style, then tumble out the back with unexpected acrobatics. It enables you to move with silent footsteps, to groove to a good beat, to lift useful evidence off perps without them noticing. It also makes you a cooler cop whose authentic flair will certainly impress the citizenry. That would be very tempting if I could have more than one signature skill. And maybe through the game we'll be able to put little points into things without... You know, we'll have more options than just increasing our stats, so it might be fun to increase some of these on a skill-by-skill basis. So, interfacing wants you to connect to machines to use and improve them because that makes you a better human organism. What the fuck? This is dexterity? Again, a lot of these seem to be more intellectual or psych-based. Composure. Another one that does not seem to fit dexterity at all. This game is not perfect. Composure wants you to not crack up. So, yeah, I'm going to go back. I'm going to look at this again. Because some of these psyche skills are really cool. But I kind of like the idea of having a character who's not emotionally intelligent, right? Why has my controller died? Yeah, I like the idea of taking some of this out. Weird controller problems. I like maybe put one more point into motorifics, one more point into physique, and that way we've got kind of a balance between physical and mental. But in mental, I'm overwhelmingly into physique, and in physical, I'm overwhelmingly into the physical, but there's still a bit of granularity. I feel good about this stat setup. I think this is an interesting build to play. And I think it fits me to a certain degree as well. It's certainly going to be fun to play. Now, what's going to be interesting to take, right? What's going to be interesting? Spirit to Corp. I'm playing this with mouse and keyboard now, and this might just be the way to go for this kind of game. I can still use the keyboard. So, physical instrument. Okay. Athletics. I think logic or conceptualization. I think... Like, with conceptualizations, I like the idea of being able to kind of look and see the crimes in our mind's eye and go for that, like, solve the case kind of thing. But let's not go for, you know, first off the bat. Shivers is super cool. This is one of the things I'd read about in an article way, way, way back. Luckily, long enough for me to forget most things. But I'm going to go with... I don't know if this is like the meta is to pick something that you're already good at, but I'm going to go all in on one of these logic skills. And my gut says conceptualization. Did I accidentally just... I think I just set the wrong thing. This is ADHD, folks. Right. So let's look at these again. There's interesting examples that they've given us. Because the thinker has really high motor skills. Very interesting. Anyway. Seems to have picked random for us, so this is where we were at. 5 intellect, 1 psyche. So this guy is very smart, but not incredibly emotionally intelligent. And he's a beefy lad, but he's a bit clumsy. And we're going to pick conceptualization. And luckily my controller started working again. Without me even noticing, I've just picked it up. So this is our final build for our... I don't know if we get to name the character. I think they have a set name. Show me something fun. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever.
I love this.
Never, ever.
Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
I want to go deeper.
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people. It's like the game wants me to actually play the game and I'm too busy just going deeper and deeper into this hole. I mean, that sounds interesting, but I think this character wants to let's go.
Right.
Nothing turned up.
Fuck all
Borough. Let's visit the ancient Zero home.
Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will.
Don't stop. Keep singing. Sing me the Song of Death.
The Song of Death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. I like this first one.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth. And with it an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
If you haven't figured it out already, this is the exact kind of game that seems to have been made for me. I'm very excited about this playthrough.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice to make no motor carriage.
This game has roles, skill checks a la D&D, or role-playing games. for those who are very angry about D&D being the de facto role-playing game. Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Let's, I assume we can save game. Just so we've got our character built in case anything happens to us and we have to restart. Okay. What's that over there? So this is part point and click, it seems. Oh, sweet, we got one of our shoes. Put on a jacket. Disco as fuck.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
I heard that this game didn't always have voice acting. I'll have to look that up after the stream. So, this is a savoir-faire check. Interesting. I feel like I'm going to destroy the fan. Let's just grab the tie.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
We are pretty amazing.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
I'm not going to fuck with the fan and the light bulb. I don't need to break my house right now. Sick. Oh, we get conceptualization +1 from that, I think.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just a vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Wow. Nothing.
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Oh, come on.
Really,
Nothing?
all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
At least my tongue is
not.
okay.
It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I'm sorry. Touch my
Bet you
nose.
are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
I'm not scared. I'll wipe the
Behold.
mirror.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
It's a superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please
A
stop.
superstar.
It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
This is what superstars do, baby.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
I love this
What
character
does
that
it
I've
even
made.
mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
These options. It's, superstardom.
You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here, it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
I don't need a fucking pulse, baby.
Good call.
I'm undead.
Go ahead and try something if you like. Or, you know, stop staring into the mirror.
I don't want to stop the expression. And it seems like that would be impossible anyway due to my low psych. So I'm just going to check that Dende's not doing anything crazy. For the moment, he's calmed down. Okay. I'll locate the source of the expression.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Okay. I don't think it comes from a bad place. I think it comes from an awesome place. No. What's through here? Any window? We got another door through there? Oh, pants, as the Americans call them. We are fully dressed, baby. I call that great success. Did I do this?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Yeah, I guess I
A
broke
fine
it.
web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
I probably threw something through it.
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
I'll remember that.
The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe.
So that
Now
explains
you
why I've only
only
got one.
have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
I mean, maybe it wasn't me.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
It's possible.
This person also forced the drinks on you.
I should go and
A
get the
cool
shoe.
wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
This is a cool RPG. The fuck is
You
this?
hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut
Sick.
pants.
We have keys.
It says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Sick. We are awesome. Hello, nurse.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
I love your, what's the word? Vocal fry. I actually like vocal fry.
A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Officer? Am I military personnel?
No.
Then why'd you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting
I'm
me.
not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Okay. So my official police
You have
business
no
is
doubt
drinking.
about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
I don't know. Oh! Oh, man. I mean, I think we got to build her up first. I like to roll the dice, but I think I can get some more information out of her before we try the look, you know? I'm optimistic, you know. I'm a lucky man. That's 3%. That's like 1 in 33, maybe. I could get a 1 in 33 roll. I just nat 33 that shit. So,
Don't be so
let's
harsh
get to
on
know her. Be
yourself.
nice.
They let almost anyone be a police officer. Could it be because of the drinking?
She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer.
All right, we're gonna try the look.
The words have already left your mouth.
That's awesome that we have to pick that option.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again.
I don't even want to.
Come on, man. Pretty, please. One more time.
I said I want to have fuck with you.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
See, we brightened your day a bit. It's not creepy. It's just funny. That fucking option. Superstar cop. It's been established.
Okay, that's cool. Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit.
I'm just trying to understand the fucking. But I have a joke up my sleeve. It's on me. I sincerely think I'm a superstar. It's a theory
I
I'm
have
developing.
certainly been entertained. Thank you. Whatever you are, you should stick to it. Otherwise, it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
Ooh. She wants to have fuck. She wants to have fuck.
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Oh, I wasn't even considering before that. Now, what is this text down here? I cannot read. This, can we smoke? Well, why don't I have an option to smoke the fucking stub? Who's talking down here? Oh, just the radio. Well, go pick it up there, superstar. Oh yeah, score. We got some real, baby. What's out here? Balcony? Gonna get all the real. Something in our perception range. Smell of the sea makes you dizzy. What is that red thing? Gust of briny wind washes over you, and our shoe. We are fully dressed, baby. That is what I call a superstar.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Like two baby crocodiles.
Wait, these do not look like normal cop shoes, or how do they fit?
Good, they're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Awesome. Let's have a look. Oh, we can run by double clicking. So our jacket gives us Esprit de Corps. Basically, it looks like we've got oh, minus savoir flair. Okay. We have low savoir flair right now. Savoir faire, I should say. I'm not French. Having a look at our things here. So we're all out of tasks. This is play the game. Play the video game and not get lost in menus, as I want to do. Look at that fucking... that portrait, man. Look at these buttons. I'm gonna find out, I take it. Reopen a closed white check. This is definitely very much taking inspiration from tabletop RPGs, I think. The dice rolling already reminds me a lot of Powered by the Apocalypse.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure
like a good idea. I can't think of any reason not to.
Able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
Priority one.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now.
Sound
But
logic.
find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils.
I literally cannot find a single fault with my inner electrochemistry's logic.
Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Does it? Sweet. The weekend edition of the satirical newspaper, Trompe le Monde. Is everything in this game going to be in French? God damn it. It's fine, I'll embrace it. I like doing a French accent. I can pronounce French words. I was literally just crossing my arms and my character did it. I was not trying to copy him in any way. That's where the lyrics would be. What is this over here? Mirror, as the Americans would say. Speaker? I ain't never seen a speaker like that.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions...
Discard that thought. I don't want to talk to you. Is that a fucking arcade game? Ah. Who are you?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Sure.
Hello,
Shake your hand.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize
You're
he's
French.
waiting for your name.
Invent a name. We can't fail this.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet
Okay,
time.
then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
There must
No,
be
I
some
don't
kind of
think so.
misunderstanding. You're
You
taking
should
me for
ask him
someone
for a
else.
rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I have.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Yeah, I think he shouldn't be so trustworthy of us.
No
I'm in the
need
Rat
for
Squad.
derogatory terms. They're only doing their job. Yes,
They're just right.
they're not just
white
white rectangles.
rectangles.
They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West.
Revachol.
I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Shouldn't I have a badge or
You
something?
mean you don't have a badge?
It was still on
Losing
me
your
when I woke up.
identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Let's
Up
roll.
to you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Do we have to? Who are you, lady?
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's
Turns to us, just
Sweetie?
his wife. Does that mean you
You're
like
a handsome
me?
man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely
Slut.
forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
She seems like, you know, on the level, so I'm going to ask her, because I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria, it was on my keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
Silent Hill.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
I have no idea what kind of place Revachol is.
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world.
Take
We're
your word for it.
fortunate to be here, you and I.
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking
Okay.
of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s? I don't even know how old I am.
There. The year's 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
I forget what Esprit de Corps was. I'm going to have to check that in a
I
moment.
can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Radios are being used to control our people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true monsters, foreigners, and women.
Oh, no. Nothing like that, dear.
Nothing so bad as that,
Revachol
dear.
is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no matriarchy.
She's trying to avoid the foreigner's part. This is because she's a woman. She
On
may
to
be
it.
lying to you.
There's no government, how are there cops? Or am I a libertarian cop?
Oh, dear. This is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
I love how us getting drunk as fuck is a framing device for learning about the lore of the world, which our character should know. It was brilliant.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm not the
Time to
best
get on with the
person to
video
explain the
game.
big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really
I
are
am not brain damaged, Half-Light. So how did I do? What's that referencing? What is the revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
But I'm a cop. Whatever it was, hasn't stopped me.
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
So how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. It
On
does
the
look like you're
quiz.
having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
Because we're in a video game world, lady.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And
Yeah, for
while
my
I'm no
detective stuff.
doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Ooh, I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated.
Wealthy folks.
Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
How would you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
Dude, people who were in my D&D campaign know that I have to pick this. I need a fucking sidekick. A page, if you will, to roll me cigarettes. I'm jonesing for a smoke.
Oh, no. I haven't smoked in years.
Why don't you smoke? It's great.
Cigarettes are a luxury, sweetie. Besides, I have to mind my health.
Wait, maybe she
Health?
knows where you can get cigarettes. Delicious, toasty cigarettes stuffed to the tip with love. You should find out.
I thought you were cool with your wheels and all.
An old woman in a wheelchair just doesn't look good holding a cigarette. Though I'm
that was
sure
my
it lends
grandma.
you a roguish charm, sweetie.
I'm not that insensitive. Oh wait, I am. I picked 1 in emotional intelligence. Maybe that's why I get that option. So I'm gonna take it. You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
Huh. Did you fight in a war with a grenade?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
Ah, I feel like I was in a war.
Oh my. What happened?
I think I won.
That's how I feel about the accident. I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on.
No problem.
I gotta go now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break or less than that just to pee, and we'll be back. Then.